All right, part nine. Basically investing into a retirement account. I have to tell you is, when it comes to the tax code, definitely investing into a retirement account is one of the best thing that you can do. And they vary, they vary a lot. But if you ask me in general, the way that the tax code is, they do provide a lot of benefit, when you open a retirement account. Now, there are several type of retirement account, and then the logistics about, whether you don't get taxed when you're putting the money, or the money is being accumulated and then you don't pay tax on it, or when you're withdrawing the money, there's no tax on that. It varies across the board. So like I said, there's different type of retirement account, and I'm just gonna mention a couple of them really quickly. You can have an IRA, you can have a Roth IRA, you can have a 401k or 403b, you can have a simple IRA plan, or you can have a SEP plan. What else do we have? You can have like a 457 plan. It really varies, in terms of what type of retirement account that you can set up. The only thing I can tell you is there's a lot of advantages, when you have a retirement account. I'll give you an example. For instance, a popular one is the Roth IRA, right? Where they allowed you to actually to put, up to, $5,000 in there, into that account. And basically you get that money gets invested. You don't withdraw that money when you're 59 years old and a half, let's say 60 years old to make it even. You can withdraw that money with everything that it earned, it compounded throughout the years without paying a cent in taxes. So that's just one example, basically, that there is. Also, there's 401k if you have a job where they allow you to put aside, if they do offer that 401k, about $18,000, that you can put on the side. So depending on, the type of retirement account basically that you have to know the logistics of them, and you have to sit down with an accountant or a financial advisor. They can more or less tell you, okay, this is how you maximize, the retirement account vehicle. As an accountant, I will tell you this: having a retirement account is definitely one of the ways that you can reduce your taxes. Now, one of the things that I have to mention about, there are like 5 characteristics that you should know when it comes about a retirement account. First of all, it's the age. Your age really matters in terms of when you're putting that money in. The second thing is your employment. Are you self-employed or are you working at a company? And then if that's the case, is what are they offering you? You can be working for a profit organization or a non-profit organization, or you can be working with the government. All of those, they have different type of retirement accounts. And and it's just like, I don't want to be specific, but you just have to know more or less, okay, first of all, what are they offering you? That's one. And then second of all, also, is what are the logistics? Where, how much money can I put in? Can I withdraw my money without having tax consequences? And some of them, they have some heavy tax penalties. So that's one of the things: the age, your employment. The number three, it's contribution. How much money can you set aside? I just give you guys an example. It's like for the Roth IRA, I think you can put like maybe like $5,500 a year. I think now they probably increase it to like 6,000, but it's somewhere around there, between 5,000 to 6,000. If you have a simple IRA, it's about, I think you can put like $12,000 in there. But each year it kind of varies and kind of increases. So you have to actually stay in touch with your accountant, stay in touch with the law to know exactly how to maximize that, that vehicle basically, which is the, how do you call this? Which is the retirement account vehicle when it comes to taxes. So we talked about the contribution, distribution. Now, when you're getting that money, I think that's probably one of the most important. It's like, okay, what are the tax consequences when I'm actually getting the money? Am I being taxed, a lot, or am I not being taxed a lot? At what age should I remove that retirement money? So that's one of the things. While we are on the topic of distribution, when you're getting your retirement money, I do get those questions a lot. Is when it comes to social security, and then when you can start withdrawing funds. I would say like get a class for you to get more educated when it comes to actually removing on your social security benefit if you're at that age, basically 65 and above, which is not a retirement account. So so that's one of the things to keep in mind. But as a side parenthesis, just make sure you take an education class in terms of knowing more or less how to withdraw your money from retirement. Now, the only reason why I'm saying this, I did went to a seminar, and a lot of people are taking Social Security, and they just they're not maximizing it, and then they're losing a lot of money just because they took it early. They could have waited like 2 or 3 years and then received like maybe 30% more, 40% more. Like I said, I'm not an expert in that area. The only thing I can tell you, they do offer special classes, and I have clients that I told to go take those classes in order to educate themselves about when to actually pull out the money. Very important. And then also number 5 is like penalties, right? You want to know what are the penalties involved in terms of getting the money out of your retirement. For instance, if you have a Roth IRA and then you remove your money before you're 59 and a half, there are some penalties on it, and those penalties are not pretty. They're actually pretty hard. So all of those 5 things are actually important when it comes to the retirement: is your age, your employment, your contribution, the distribution, and then the penalty. But the only thing I would say for sure is the following: is it's a great tool for you to actually reduce your tax liability. And you have to sit down. Like I said, I mentioned all of those different type of retirement account, and then I don't know where you are. I don't know if you're working for government or you're working for private, if you're self-employed. I don't know. You have to sit down with an accountant to find out. But one thing I can tell you is, don't delay and then get one. Get one, even if it's like you're adding some small pennies into there, right? Just get started. Get some good habits about starting, and then whenever good fortune comes, you already have those system in place. That's pretty much it when it comes to retirement account. I processed a lot of taxes, and you see those benefit where people, you see that on their W-2, the money they actually, like I said, this is for instance for 401k, the money that they're earning, they're not taxed on that money. So keep that into consideration. Great tool to save money on taxes. So get a retirement account.